In the spring of 1974, Chinese farmers digging a well in a dry field near Xi'an hit something 5 meters down that was not stone. It was a face, life-sized, made of clay, staring straight back at them. They had found one soldier of a buried army, 8,000 warriors of baked earth, each with a different face, standing in battle formation underground for more than 2,000 years. The discovery became the most famous archaeological find of the 20th century. But here is what most people do not know. The army was only the doorstep. A kilometer and a half away rises a green hill 76 meters tall. It is not a hill. It is a sealed pyramid of packed earth, and inside it lies the man those soldiers were built to protect, the first emperor of China. In 2,200 years, no one has ever opened his tomb, and no one is going to, on purpose. His name was Ying Zheng. He became king of the state of Qin at 13, and by 38 he had done what no ruler before him had managed. He conquered every rival kingdom and unified China, declaring himself Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor. He standardized writing, currency, and measurements across millions of people. He connected the walls of conquered states into the first Great Wall. And then he turned to his real obsession, living forever. He sent expeditions across the sea to find islands of immortals. His doctors prescribed pills of mercury, the shimmering liquid metal his alchemists believed carried eternal life. Instead, it slowly poisoned him. He died at 49, probably from his own medicine. But the emperor had planned for this. For 38 years, 700,000 workers had been building his backup plan. A kingdom he could rule in death. We know what is inside the tomb from one source, the historian Sima Qian, writing a century later. His description sounds like pure fantasy. An entire underground palace, a scale model of the empire itself. On the ceiling, the night sky with stars made of pearls. On the floor, China in miniature, and through it, flowing rivers and seas of liquid mercury, set in motion by hidden machinery, circulating forever around the emperor's bronze coffin. Crossbows rigged to fire automatically at anyone who broke in. And when the burial was complete, the craftsmen who knew the layout were sealed inside with their emperor, so that every secret died in the dark. For 2,000 years, historians dismissed all of it as legend, the flattery of an ancient writer describing a tomb no one could check. Then scientists tested the soil on the hill, and the legend started coming true. The soil of the mound contains mercury at levels up to 100 times higher than the surrounding land, and it is not spread evenly. The strongest concentrations form a pattern, heavy in the northeast, lighter in the southwest, matching the actual map of China's two great rivers, exactly where Sima Qian said the mercury rivers would flow. Ground-penetrating surveys went further. Beneath the hill is an intact chamber the size of a football pitch, about 30 meters down, surrounded by walls higher than a 4-story building. The original drainage system, built 22 centuries ago, still works. The chamber appears to be dry. Nothing has collapsed, nothing has leaked in. The underground palace is sitting there, sealed and waiting, almost certainly exactly as it was on the day the doors closed in the year 210 before our era. So why not open it? Because China has done this before, and it ended in disaster. In 1956, archaeologists opened the tomb of a Ming emperor. The moment air rushed in, priceless silks crumbled, lacquer curled, and centuries of history turned to dust in front of the cameras. After that, China made a rule. No imperial tomb gets opened until the technology exists to save everything inside. The terracotta warriors proved the point. They came out of the ground painted in brilliant purple, pink, and green, and within minutes the pigment flaked away. Almost every soldier you see today was once in color. Now add the mercury. Over 100 tons of it, by some estimates, sitting as toxic vapor inside a sealed chamber. Breaking the seal without a plan would poison the excavation, the artifacts, and possibly the groundwater of a city of 13 million people. So the most valuable archaeological site on this planet stays exactly where it is, hidden in plain sight. Millions of tourists photograph the terracotta army every year, and most never realize that the real treasure is the quiet green hill behind it, covered in pomegranate trees. Somewhere beneath their feet, a pearl sky still hangs over a mercury empire, and the man who built China still lies in his bronze coffin, undisturbed for 22 centuries. China says the tomb will stay sealed until science can guarantee that nothing inside is lost, and that moment may be generations away, which leaves us with a question the emperor himself would have appreciated. If immortality means never being forgotten, then the sealed tomb worked better than any elixir. Would you open it? Tell me in the comments. And the next place the world keeps locked away is already waiting for you on this channel.